Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. They have arrested somebody they suspect, they believe is the somebody called the Golden State Killer or the East Area Rapist, which is somebody that was never caught, a serial killer rapist that allegedly killed 12 people, raped 45, and 120 different home burglaries from 1976 to 1986, and they called him the East Area Rapist at the time. You know, he terrorized, I believe it was Sacramento, for 10 years, and he was never caught. Then, an author who and journalist who researched this in most of her career wrote a book about it. Her name is Michelle McNamara, who's married to a celebrity. And I vaguely remember when she died. The comedian, I don't even know his name, even though he's very famous and I think well liked. Comedian, actor. What's his name? Patton Oswalt and his wife. That's her right there. Michelle McNamara, a journalist and writer, spent most of her career researching this mystery, this killer, and she's the one who called him the Golden State Killer. She never actually was writing a book about it, and she never actually finished it. She died tragically in her sleep like 2 years ago before she finished the book, and her husband, Patton Oswalt, and then another person who had been helping her research the book extensively while she was working on it, finished it together, and those two are pictured here in a tweet. And this is a little bit about the person that is the suspected Golden State Killer, East Area Rapist, and that person, Billy Jensen, is the researcher who had been researching it with her and helped the husband finish the book. And the husband actually posted a touching video on his Instagram account when he had learned of the news that this person had been arrested. His name is. Sorry, there's a ton of and there's just a couple photos of him. This is him right here. It's D'Angelo, James Joseph D'Angelo, I believe. I'll get to it in a second, and that's I believe a class photo. And then in another one, there's it looks like somebody who was a Navy photo up here, and these are different sketches. I mean, he had so many people that he had raped, and there was many different sketches of him, and he killed 12 people as well. Joseph James Delgado. There's another photo of him. It looks that looks like a Navy photo. So the Daily Beast has kind of the best concise piece about it. Golden State Killer suspect arrested, according to co-author of I'll Be Gone in the Dark. That's the book that the woman, Michelle McNamara, was writing, and that her husband and Billy Jensen, I believe, I just missed his name, finished. So reportedly he was responsible for 12 homicides, 45 rapes, and 120 burglaries in California in the 1970s and 80s. Has been arrested, according to co-author. Joseph James Delgado, 72 years old, was arrested on 2 counts of murder early Wednesday morning, according to Sacramento County Sheriff Department. The department did not immediately respond to requests for comment, so they have not absolutely confirmed this, I believe, but they're going to give a press conference later today, to the best of my knowledge. I'm just trying to zoom through this as fast as I can. Now, and he had a particular MO. He was a former police officer in Sacramento, and according to this, it says D'Angelo was at one point a police officer in Auburn, which is outside of Sacramento, according to news clippings Jensen sent to the Daily Beast. D'Angelo was reportedly was fired after he was accused of shoplifting a can of dog repellent and a hammer at a drugstore in Sacramento in 1979. He was terminated after he failed to answer any of the city's investigations and did not request an administrative hearing, the city manager said at the time. 2 months later, in 1979, the East Area Rapist, which he was also called, that's what he was called at the time, People are calling him now the Golden State Killer because of her book. She came up with that. And, you know, she just spent like a lifetime researching this and writing this book that she never got to finish right before she died. So 2 months later, in 1979, the East Area Rapist stabbed a dog while prowling along a neighborhood. You know, so I mean, basically, the suggestion I think isn't in her book. There's something in there. I saw a tweet that you know, about a victim and that their dog was hurt too. You know, that the fact that dog repellent, you know, was stolen along with a hammer was a little bit of a clue. So the Golden State Killer, I mean, this is what's really creepy, how he used to operate, and many of his incidents, what he would do. It's so frightening. The Golden State Killer had a specific modus operandi that confounded investigators for decades, in which he gained entry into the homes of victims by prying open a window or door while they slept. He would then shine a flashlight into the face of his victims in order to blind them before tying up couples, then raping the women. He took small personal items found from victims' homes, including memories, mementos, and wedding rings. He sometimes called to torment them afterward. It's absolutely madness, man. So, and there's some pictures of, you know, some of the things. Here's a flashlight, I believe, and, you know, rope. You know, these are items that were secured at a crime scene. Golden State Killer is suspected of committing dozens and dozens of crimes in Sacramento County in the late 1970s. Pictured as evidence from one of the attacks: flashlight, knife, rope. So. And, you know, in another, I mean, there's like 6 different sketches because he had so many. He had, you know, this went on for he had so many victims. You know, over a 10-year period, 1976 to 1986. So allegedly, he's been caught, and the you know, it's really, you know, and this is Patton. I already forgot his name. Darn it. Patton Oswalt, you know, just making a message in his on his Instagram about, you know, his wife.
Okay, flying to New York from Chicago. You just guy just gave me some cover stick for my nose. Very nice. Thank you, man in 17F. I'm flying to New York right now from Chicago. This is insane. It looks like they've caught the East Area Rapist, and if that's true, they've caught the Golden State Killer. So, I think you got him, Michelle. I will be posting updates. We'll probably do a live tweet of the press conference. Full tilt freak out in effect.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, and I think he and his wife, who passed away, had a daughter together. I believe she's about 9 years old now. And that's the story there, man. Golden State Killer. They suspect they have him. They have arrested him. 12 murders, 45 rapes, 120 burglaries. And that's it. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I will see you in the next video. Later, man.